Evening. We're going to call this January 27th, 2020 regular meeting of the City of Coolidge City Council to order. The first order of business will be invocation by Pastor Bill Carney with Christ Lutheran Church. Welcome, Pastor. Would you stand for the invocation and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance afterward? Thank you.
Thank you. Hello. Tonight, I invite you to please have a seat for a second, if you could. I know it's a bit different to start this way, and I apologize, but today I thought I'd change things up a little bit for the invocation and opening prayer. And instead, I'd like to read something I wrote today, and I guess if you don't like it, I guess next time you can uninvite me. But for tonight, I invite you to please listen, not only with your ears, but to listen with your hearts. Just this past week alone, Officer Tiffany Victoria Enriquez and Kailike Kalama of the Honolulu, Hawaii Police Department died. Cause of death, gunfire. Deputy Sheriff Sheldon Whiteman, Long County Sheriff's Office in Georgia. Cause of death, vehicle pursuit. Police Officer Catherine Thine, Newport News Police Department, Virginia. Cause of death, vehicle assault. Roger D. DeLongchamp, Willow Caswell Fire Department, Alaska. Timothy P. Smith, Orange, Connecticut, Fire Marshal's Office. And John K. Cash, Roswell Fire Department, Alpharetta, Georgia, all died. Good sirs, our thoughts and our prayers are with you both and with the police and Fire Nation, the brother and sisterhood that serves us so well. Antonio Moore, Wilmington, North Carolina, died January 24th in Syria during a vehicle rollover accident while conducting a route clearance operation as part of Operation Inherent Resolve. And just yesterday, 9 lives, including Kobe Bryant and his 13-year-old daughter, tragically killed in a helicopter crash. Whether EOW, a flag-covered casket, or a copter crash, death hits our world, and it hits hard. Paul writes, "For to me, to live is Christ, and to die is gain." In 1873, a man received a message from his wife, who had sailed with their 4 daughters to Europe, where he had planned to meet them soon. The note simply read, "Saved alone." She and the girls had been in a terrible collision at sea, and the ship had gone down. All 4 daughters died. It was just the latest awful news in 3 horrifying years for the family. They had lost their son in 1870, and then a massive fire ruined them financially the next year, all before the horrors of their daughters tragically dying at sea. The man was Horatio Spafford, and as he crossed the sea to meet his grieving wife, he penned these words: "When peace like a river attends my way, when sorrows like sea billows roll, whatever my lot, thou hast taught me to say, it is well with my soul." It is well? What could anchor the mind and heart of a man in tragedies like these and free him to sing well when everything else he had lost? The key to suffering well, at least for Horatio Spafford, was God. The last note in every loss is joy, because nothing, no news, no one, no event, no loss, no helicopter crash can take God and his love from us, not even death. When we close our eyes for the very last time, the moment of greatest, deepest loss will be gain. And the Lord hates the day when my eyes shall see faith in him alone. So we can have peace. We can have joy even when we lose everything, because we don't lose everything, because God is always by our side, especially in times like these. Is it well? Indeed it is, because God has given us a great gift. Because the last note in every loss is joy, because nothing can separate us from the love of God. In a moment, I'm going to invite you to stand back up and spend some quiet time, however you like, to remember the fallen police officers, firefighters, our military personnel, and those lives that were tragically killed yesterday in the helicopter crash in California. Once again, would you please rise and spend the next few moments in silence. Amen.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Pastor. Norma, call the roll, please.
Yes, Mayor. Councilmember Jimmy Walker?
Here.
Councilmember Tina Kaufman?
Here.
Councilmember Steve Hudson? Here. Mayor John Thompson?
Here.
Vice Mayor Jackie Henry?
Here telephonically.
Councilmember Ben Navarro?
Here.
And Councilmember Tatiana Murieta? Here. Thank you. We have a quorum, Mayor.
Thank you. See, we have no presentations tonight, so we'll move right into the call of the public. If there's anybody here that wants to address the council, please come forward to the podium, state your name and your address, and you would have 3 minutes to address the council. Seeing no one approach, we'll move out of the call to the public. We'll move into the public hearings. First public hearing is item number 4. To receive public comments on portions of land located in Section 28, Township 5 South, Range 9 East of the Gila and Salt River Basin Meridian of Pinal County, Arizona, known as PRI 16 Annexation. Mr. Lopez?
Mayor Thompson, Vice Mayor Henry, council members, on October 24th, 2019, PRI Property Reserve, Inc. approached the city and requested us to annex additional parcels of land. They already have 1,360 acres approximately within the city of Coolidge, so these properties are around existing city limits. They have to be contiguous in order to be annexed. So in November the 25th, we heard 3 of these parcels, and they'll be coming before you at the next meeting. So right now we're having the second 3, the public hearing for those, and they'll be a little after. So the first one here is to annex approximately 15.3 acres, and we're having the public hearing in the last 30 days. It was recorded on January 6, 2020, and we posted the annexations and in the area to be annexed with 3 signs. This is a one-owner annexation. We properly advertised it in the Coolidge Examiner on January 15th, 2020, and so this property is, I'll show you a map. This would be up on top of this, right in here. First one, it's a small 50-acre piece right there. And so we recommend the mayor and council hold a public hearing to receive public comment on this PRI 16 annexation, and I'm here to answer any questions you may have.
Mr. Lopez, have you received any comments regarding this annexation?
Mayor Thompson, council members, I have not.
I have none, okay. Does anybody here have any questions?
No.
This is a public hearing. Does anybody in the public have any questions regarding this matter? Vice Mayor?
No.
Okay. If there's nothing further, I'm going to move out of this public hearing. I'm moving to the next one, item 5. To receive public comments on portions of land located in sections 17, 18, 19, and 20, Township 5 South, Range 9 East of the Gila and Salt River Basin Meridian of Pinal County, Arizona, known as PRI-97 annexation. Mr. Lopez?
Mayor Thompson, Vice Mayor Henry, council members, again, this is a request from PRI to annex additional property. This is actually located on Vaca Inn. It's approximately 97 acres, and it is on Vaca Inn in the corner of Clemens Road. And in your maps and your packets, you can see it. It's right next to the wash, right before you get to Valley Farms. So it's that kind of triangular piece on the south side of the road. And it's the same thing. We actually went ahead and filed it, and it's a one-owner annexation. And it was posted in paper on January 15th, 2020. And staff is here to answer any questions you may have on this annexation. We recommend you hold a public hearing. And thank you.
Have there been any comments regarding this? Mr. Lopez?
Mayor, council members, I have not.
Any members up here have any questions? Here? Over here?
No.
Okay. This is a public hearing. Does any member of the public in the audience have any questions regarding this item? Seeing nobody approach, we're going to move out of this public hearing and move into the next public hearing, item 6. To receive public comments on portions of land located in sections 31 and 32, Township 5 South, Range 9 East of the Gila and Salt River Basin Meridian of Pinal County, Arizona, known as PRI-315 annexation. Mr. Lopez?
Mayor Thompson, Vice Mayor Henry, council members. Again, this is PRI, Property Reserve, Inc., requesting the city to annex it. In this piece, it is approximately 315 acres, and it is a little bit further south on Martin Road, and it corners Martin Road, Clemens Road, and then on the eastern boundary is Valley Farms Road. So it's actually down in this area here. And that area on the south is where this property is located. So as with the others, it was advertised properly on January 15th, 2020. It's a one-owner annexation, and staff's here to answer any questions, and it's recommended mayor and council hold a public hearing to receive public comment on this concerning the proposed PRI 315 annexation. And Mayor, I didn't receive any comments on this item either. So.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions?
No.
It's a public hearing. Does anybody in the public and the audience have any questions regarding this item? Seeing no one approach, we'll move out of these public hearings and we'll move into the business items for consent. Is there anybody that wants to pull any of these items off of the agenda to deal with them separately? No. Seeing nobody say anything, I'm going to read them all then. Item 7. Consider approval of entering into a Governor's Office of Highway Safety contract number 2020 EM001 between the Governor's Office of Highway Safety and the City of Coolidge Fire Department for acceptance of the 2020 GOHS grant in the amount of $30,000 to fund one set of battery-operated extrication equipment and approve the expenditure of said funds. Item 8. Consider approval of entering into a cooperative purchase agreement between the City of Coolidge and DBA Construction, Inc. through a City of Scottsdale contract for roadway improvements on Pinkley Avenue between Arizona Boulevard and 4th Street and 4th Street between Central Avenue and Pinkley Avenue for an amount not to exceed $225,000, waiving the sealed bid requirements in the best interest of the city and authorizing the mayor to sign the contract documents. And item 9, consider approval of the claims for the month of December 2019.
Mayor, if there's no further discussion, I make a motion we approve consent agenda items 7, 8, and 9. That's correct, please.
I second it.
Okay, there's a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, those items carry. There are no items under, no business under regular items. Okay, then we'll move into the report from the mayor and council under city manager. We'll start down here with Councilmember Walker.
Mayor, I have nothing.
First of all, apologies for being a little tardy this evening. Had some news that we had to deal with on a personal level. I, again, want to extend my thanks to Ellie and everything they do. There's a major story in the news that I'm sure you've all heard of that touches me personally. I worked with one of the gentlemen that's no longer alive. The two children that are missing, Chad and Lori Vallows, or Charles and Lori Vallows' children. I worked with Alex very closely. He was one of my drivers, so this has hit me pretty hard, and things are happening pretty fast right now, so just pray that those children are safe. Thank you.
One thing I have is my heartfelt condolences go out to Mayor Thompson and his wife and the Pope family. They lost a loved one, and my thoughts and prayers go out this time of healing.
I got to attend the rec department's basketball games for the youth. That's always a lot of fun watching these kids run around roughhouse. So that's pretty great. And then I guess amongst everything that's going on, congratulations to me because I'm a new grandfather. And so my oldest just had a baby girl, and she's at the house right now. So I'm glad we're wrapping this up quick so I can get back. And that's all I have.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. It's a good night for the mayor to make a speech.
Yeah.
No. Okay, that's all you got. Vice Mayor?
That's it.
I have nothing.
Okay. Mr. Miller?
I won't let Councilman Navarro top me. I'm going to have a grandbaby here in the next week or so with my daughter, so hopefully
Hey.
it comes soon and not Saturday, because I'm going to go to the Monster Jam Saturday.
It's the Monster Jam.
The big trucks, taking grandkids to that. So. But anyway, Mayor, we did participate this week, some of our staff. I'd like to thank Commander Tesoro and Officer Bluer, who were actually participants, and also Gabe Garcia participated in the Achieve Pinal. I know Gilbert was one of the facilitators. I was a facilitator. Achieve Pinal is a great program. They were at Coolidge High School. We had, numerous facilitators there and speakers talking to our juniors and seniors at the high school about different careers that they can be involved in. And I thought that was very well done, and I thought that was a great thing for Coolidge and our youth. So that's all I have, Mayor, at this point.
Thank you, sir. And I don't have anything. I've been to some meetings, but I'm not going to go into that tonight. I want to see Councilmember Navarro go on his way. So I need a motion to adjourn.
Somebody gonna say anything about the RTA? The RTA?
Oh, go ahead.
Well, I just wanted to make sure everybody knew that the RTA, Court of Appeals ruled in favor of the RTA tax. There's talk that it will be appealed to the Supreme Court, but that's not a mandatory appeal, that's a discretionary appeal. So if the Supreme Court decides not to take it because it's not a statewide concern potentially because it only involves Pinal County, then the matter will be done and the tax will be in effect.
Well, that's certainly.
The tax in effect now, and they're collecting the tax, but I mean the appeal will be over.
Well, that's good news for the citizens of Coolidge, considering we, like some of our neighboring communities, we voted for that RTA because we believe we need a north-south freeway. But unfortunately, I don't think the Coldwater Institute will go down without a fight. So we'll see how long if the Supreme Court will hear it or not hear it. So.
The county's reported there's about $29 million in that account right now, waiting to be used on the items that were approved by the plan.
Well, that's where the excitement will begin to see how they're going to divvy that up, if it does go into effect. But it'll still take some time, Dennis. 5 or 6 months, no matter what.
Yeah, well, it could be, if they deny, then it could be fairly, 60 to 90 days. So,
3 months, maybe.
yeah, we'll see.
All right. Well, that is good news for us.
Right.
All right. Thank you. All right. And did I get into the motion thing already? We have a motion and a second?
Yes, sir.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. Thank you, everybody. We're adjourned.